at some point you may actually have to close your business down. And at some point you may have to abandon that idea. Now, I know that that's something that you don't really hear a lot of people talk about when it comes down to entrepreneurship, because hey, you should, work hard at it. You should, be relentless. You should never give up. But to be completely fair and to be, I guess you say, completely transparent, there are some times where it is time for you either to, pass that business on to someone else, or it may be time for you to just stop running that business altogether. Now, when you're looking at this, I would say it's not necessarily because, hey, you don't, I guess it's some superficial reason. It's really looking at it as a business. Because the challenge that I see is when people look at a business as like their baby, as one of their children, I mean, it's difficult for you to ever get to that point where you would ever, close it down or give up on it. Because if it's your baby, hold on to it forever, no matter what happens. But when you really look at it as a business, I mean, really understanding, is it providing a solution to a problem that paying customers have? And do the economics or the finances of the business make sense? Because if you're looking at your business and you're following whatever your key metrics are, whether that's your revenue, whether that's your cash flow, whether that's your profits, I mean, if you're following those well and you're looking at it and you're seeing that, hey, based on what is going on and based on what we foresee to go on in the future, this business is not going to produce the right type of financial metrics to make sense to keep it open. In that case, it may be a reality that, hey, this business is not the right business for you. And it may not necessarily mean that you're a bad entrepreneur. It may not necessarily mean that, hey, that you're a failure and you're destined to be a failure forever. It just means that this isn't the right business for you to focus on. And that may be perfectly fine, because you can always close that business down, learn the lessons, rethink and just kind of, I guess they assess it, and then you can come back with all of the lessons from the business that didn't work, and you can approach it and apply those lessons in a business that is new, and you can start to navigate that journey. Because the truth of the matter is, many entrepreneurs who are very successful, who we look up to and we admire their success, that wasn't their first business that they started. Many of them failed at other businesses, or, they ran a business for a while and they realized, hey, you know what, that business was good for a phase, and they either sold the business or they shut the business down so that they can redeploy the capital into another idea that would get an even better return. So you may come to realize that at some point, it probably might be a smart idea for you to shut your business down or to close your doors or to sell that business off. But the only way you know that is if you are looking at it as a business and not looking at it as like a child or a pet that you love. It's to really look at your business like it is a business.